Professor Massimo Waglin ubahikai haka skol ba ka Foscari University, Venice, Italy, uba wad bnia Halor ki Jingshna ki balat hau hi de ka Mariang ka nuksa kum ki jingking jiri haka ne ka rilung khasi ka jing thau ki balashna de ki we ki kanja ba em haka Mariang da Bynriew kum ka rongap snur thabawa ki skum sem bat ki we Bane samlem yakani ka jingnang jingtep shiki Riew wat bnia ki badon hakani ka jela Meghalaya haka khat sandrek mentau benai naiwing arhajar arhulai ula ajing kran kerpang Halor ka phang pedeng ka baong living artifacts hapadeng ki Riew Shemphang na kani ka jela kunthop dikino hikai college nehu bat ki samla puli yakani ka jingalang hapadeng ki khandiat ngut ki Riew Shemphang lapan long da ka ICSSR NERC Shillong rengkat ka jinga trailang bat ka Nehu Alumni Association bat na lor ki weipan ki balai don lang ki kenthop yu president jaga Nehu Alumni Association u Professor Desmond Karmauplang u honorary director jongka ICSSR NERC u Professor B Panda bat ki wei
attention now in designing things to incorporating into design process other creatures which are non-humans, birds, trees, whatever. This generates things which are both artificial and natural at the same time. These are living artifacts. I think now there's a huge attention in the design community about rethinking design no more as something that humans do over passive materials, but as an interaction with living materials, and that's the basic idea. Of course, here in this region, living root bridges are the perfect example of this, but it's a more general thing which is happening in many places. I think is rethinking the idea of designing things. Well, clearly, living root bridges are only here, and the question is why, right? And I think part of the answer is, of course, the climate, the conformation of the mountains and so on. Part is in the culture of people, which is clearly a culture that has a strong sense of reciprocity with natural elements and consider natural elements not just as passive things, but sort of players you interact with. And I think that's what makes possible to think about this kind of architectures, which are not you give a shape to something passive, but you interact with something to create something which is living. But has a shape, is useful, is an infrastructure, you can use it every day. I think that's the connection. So it's a perfect example of in a living bridge, in a living root bridges. Yeah. I think it's not a part of the living root. The living root, the bridge itself is part of a living artifact that implies the roots, what you might call what you walk upon, but also the water, the boulders, and of course the humans using it, because a bridge is something people use. If nobody crosses the bridge, it's no more a bridge. So I think it's not just the connection between two banks via roots. Is more than that. It's a whole reshaping of the.
Yung new Professor Massimo Waglin may kendo kasin beningkong ya kalau bawa mi siapa Nehu nomor itu ya kita ki perlu cuma ki badan apa IIT Guwahati temaki ki lap khana sepanjangnya kam bangang atre di wonwa siapa Nehu ya buat haji kendo ngisam ba kibun ki bangi ni don in common mo long ke area of study, ke field of study mo nomor muru de hikai po university mu hikai po ka Foscari University kadi kuai ni universities kiba pau hapo Italy kadona kanomba joka Venice mo di hadin mengiyo benia keren di ngilaya sutu jumut ngilaya formulate ngilaya shna ngilaya penkre kita gi plan sakunu kudur ni approach ya kakam ka bangi ngitre dai but dagani ke jingtmu ka Foscari University joka Venice Italy ka punbai ya ko workshop ha ka baki invite yang aku resource persons tengah ngalayo takala knowledge po ka Foscari University po Venice po Italy but ngai kendo but Riew Shemphang tu ki professor tu research scholars tu but kawai ni ki mat ki bangia keren company apa kam jiliu kalau hagan udur ngin laban study lane ngi laban puli bnia ya kini ki living root bridges lane ini jingking jiri ke bangi dor por khasi jantia te kejing puli ya kini ki living root bridges kamdai lang ba ka ka approach lane ka medbat ka kerkom kemi daka tourism lane andre ni don dakoi pada kerkom approach dakoi ka perspective kumno ban pe yigini living root bridges te dagani ga jing thu ngi formulate di hoi ka plan ngi formulate di hoi ka project ban ngi submit ni ka project but ngiyo ru ya ka project na ka National Geographic te hadin kata ngi ladap kunthub i koi ka team kepada napo ka IIT kata Italian Institute of Technology napo Genoa but napo ka Foscari University but kadika kunhon kala khrep on sini po Shillong pengin la benia ya kata kam ko pengin la thmu tenri kale jano ka khlam covid postpone no ya kadika project ti hadin bagi long hadin ka belaweng no kita ki restrictions jongka yu nila istaman communicate yang temata one chane dakatai ke jing thmu tenre kala don show ka kenja development na kata ka idea ka mengidon mo kum ka phang te kani kalong kumno ban pe amtang ye ki root bridges ndre ban pe ye bun ki snap jongka culture jongi kabodon saudong jongi mo kabodon haga saudong saukun kumno kini ki snap jongka culture ki ngila ban o ye ki bagi de ki living artifacts mo nomor ladangi shim ya ka ladangi shim hakar kom ka kim jimut ya ka contain artifacts tamut ki de ki ba ki snap ki ba shna di Riew ki ba tre di Riew tenre ladfi pet pada ya garongam ladfi pet ya ka snor thabawa ladfi pet ya ka rojung kieng lana fi pet ya kitu ki kinja Jingshna ju ki wi ki bran mo kum ki busong ki don lagi Jingshna la jong te hapo yu te ye kitu kum no film la man oi wi the artifacts mo la fi pet le rongam ba ya ka snor thabawa kalong shisha ki ba wat ubrir la man thau mo tenre te yakani ke jiktu ni ko ban study yakata interaction la ne ke jing tre lang hapeng Bynriew but kiwei pada ki forces ki bodon haga saudong song kunjungi mo te hakata ka dor ni ko ban approach yakata ka idea jongka living artifacts